Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. I'm with Glen Kellaway from the basement. And we've decided, or I've decided, after we're going to do one more. First of all, we're going to be reviewing and ranking the CDs we gave each other. And we're also going to give each other 5 more CDs and then tell them, Glenn, what we're going to do next.
We're going to retire.
We're going to retire from
That's
YouTube.
Yeah. We are going to start a more of a group-oriented thing. I think it's just going to be 3 of us to start, possibly 4, and we're going to do a CD exchange. It'll be, Larry and I live close to each other, but the other people, I think it's going to be Marsha P. is going to be the 3rd one, and 4th seat is open.
If anybody's interested,
Yeah.
But you have to fairly
open-minded.
You have to be open-minded to music and not just I only like new country.
Yeah.
And we don't want you in our group.
So we'll be doing it by Spotify.
Yeah.
You're recommending an album for people to listen to, and we'll have to listen long distance.
Yeah.
And then come back and review. It'll be a ball.
Yeah, it'll be just
be
loads
so
of
much.
laughs.
Yeah. Can't miss TV.
Okay, so Glenn gave me mountain climbing, the only one, I knew Mississippi Queen, but that's about it by them. Tears for Fears, of course, I knew their past stuff, but had not heard this album. People attack me.
Yeah. Well, it is
Derek
kinda
and the
weird.
Dominoes, Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs. I've never heard the full album. I know, a couple of the songs on it, but I've never
Isn't that
listened to the full
Isn't that
album.
weird that he's never heard that album?
The Chains on top of
Mr. Music
things.
here. He's so passionate about music and never heard one of the great albums of all time.
And Can Tego Mago, a double album.
Okay. Larry gave me these gems. 3 Dog Night.
And they're
Suitable
not
for
in the Rock
framing.
and Roll Hall of Fame. What a joke.
The Undertones, Positive Touch. You see that? There we go. The Residents, Duck Stab.
Thank you, Paul Ayres. He gave that to me.
Captain Beefheart and the Spotlight Kid, or the Spotlight Kid, and Ram On, the 50th anniversary tribute to Paul and Linda McCartney's Ram.
Well, you start with Ram On, Glenn.
So, can we guess what order you think we're going to do them in?
Oh, I know what order you're
not gonna do that?
in. Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
So here you
Well, I
pick
already
those
kind of
ones.
know from that live chat. Number 5 is going to be Ram On. How I hope it's going to be, or how I think it's going to be.
How you think it's going to be?
Okay. I think. Oh boy, I think 4 is going to be The Residents, but I think you do like it. 3 is going to be The Undertones, although I hope it's actually number 1 or 2. And then 2 is going to be Captain Beefheart, and number 1 is going to be 3 Dog Night. I listened to this again for the first time in a while. It's so good.
It
There
is.
you go.
It is good. Okay, Larry, I think your number 1 is going to be Can. I'm pretty sure because you already bought it. I know that. Number 2, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Derek and the Dominoes. Number 3, Tears for Fears. Number 4, Mountain Climbing. Number 5, The Chains.
Okay.
Okay.
You go first, Glenn. What's your
Okay,
number
now I gotta
5?
figure- Well, number 5 is definitely this.
I'm surprised.
It's well done. The songs, they don't wreck the songs or anything, but
Yeah.
they don't do anything special to the songs either.
Yeah.
And I'm not emotionally attached or the least bit interested in hearing what Dan Rothschild sings about. Like, I don't even know who he is. You might as well have like your neighbor on it. Like, it's just. And Dan, you say, well, Danny Sewell's on it. I guarantee if 4 people walked in here, you wouldn't be able to pick Danny Sewell out of a
Well,
lineup.
you won't be part of my live chat if I interview Denny Sewell someday.
So I just find this like a complete waste of time.
All right.
That's all.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Well, it doesn't even deserve a rating because it shouldn't even exist. But
Okay.
if I was just on the quality of it, it's like high. It's really good. If you're
I
If you
enjoy
want to
it.
hear other people singing Ram,
It's cool to hear a
This is-
different version of
you
Ram.
will be interested in this. I'm not going to slam the work that they put into it. I just think I'm going to listen to McCartney singing Ram. This is kind of a waste.
Well, Glenn, we're both right about our number fives. This is number 5.
Okay.
This is the one I only played twice. It is good. It's power pop.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't hold my interest enough to, if you love power pop, I highly recommend this. I do. But, the songs are good. It's all upbeat and very talented band, even though they only made the one album. I would give it like a 7 out of 10. It was
That's
good.
fair rate.
It's not. None of these are bad. Yeah.
Oh, here, you can have that, Larry, before I destroy it. Okay, my number 4. Oh, man. This was hard. These 4, I loved all the 4 of these, so these are really hard for me to rank. They were, I said when I walked out of your house last week, I was kind of disappointed.
He was
with what
crying,
you gave
actually.
me. I was going like, gee, what am I going to listen to this crap for? But so I got to put Three Dog Night at 4, but it's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I will probably buy this.
Yeah.
It's much more soulful than I
Yeah,
thought it would
yeah.
be. It's
They were
got
a
real
good
soul.
band.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and the hits on here like Eli's Coming and
Easy to Be Hard.
Easy to Be Hard and that are on here. But the other songs on here are great. They do a great cover of Feelin'
Celebrate,
Alright.
celebrate,
And,
dance to the music.
The kind of gospel soul song of change is going to come. The vocals on here and
Yeah.
the music that's a really good record. I'll give that an 8.5 out of 10 for sure. Oh, damn! I thought I had it. Watching.
Okay. Number 4. I'm going to be bashed for this. Number 4 is Derek and the Dominoes.
Wow, you are going to be bad.
I really like it, especially Bell Bottom Blues, of course. Key to the Highway, Tell the Truth I Love. Layla, of course. Awesome, like the slide guitar work, that's Dwayne Allman, right? It's awesome. But I'm not huge on, the blues, rock, and all that as much as other stuff. But it's still definitely, I can see why it's such a well-loved album. Just for me, not completely my taste, but I would still give it like an 8.5 out of 10.
There we go. Okay, my number 3. The Undertones.
Good.
Really good album.
Yeah.
Again, if I find this album in my journey, I will pick it up.
Yeah.
Really good, like Irish pop music, I
Yeah.
guess you would call it. Absolutely loved it. Every song's good.
Yep.
And another 8.5 out of 10.
Yep.
It's tied for number 2. Okay, Larry.
Number 3 was could have been 1 or 2. All 3 of these are great, but I'll go with 3. Tears for Fears. Their vocals are just so good. I mean, that first song, No Small Thing. Yeah, every song is awesome. It's maybe some of it is a little bit too poppy for me, but overall, it's like a 9 out of 10. They're just so talented. I would buy this sometime, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. Number 2, Larry. The Resident stuff. I loved
I
this
didn't know if you'd like
freaking-
it or
I
not.
loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I loved it, and then the first time I listened to it, I just went, whoa.
Yeah.
And the second time I went, yeah,
Same with
that's
me.
really freaking, there's
Yeah.
some really good stuff.
It kind
on
of hits
here.
you after 2 or 3 listens.
And
Like,
then it was like, I got to buy this.
yeah.
And it's so interesting. It just really, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
It's somewhat Frank Zappa-ish. Not like you would put this on and think it's Frank Zappa, but it's just adventurous and
Yeah.
it's really different.
And there's some really nice music in
Yeah,
it too.
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Really, this freaking great record.
Cool.
I love that. That's a 9 out of 10. I'm definitely buying that. Number 2, Larry.
Number 2, this is awesome. Mountain Climbing.
Oh, good.
Love the vocals, love the guitar work, love every song. There's an acoustic number, theme from an imaginary
That's
western.
one of my favorite songs of all
And
time.
then Mississippi Queen, that's got to be one of the best, killer songs of all time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so hooky and
Leslie
everything.
West's a great guitar player.
For Yasgur's Farm, of course. Every song. Yeah, I would definitely buy this. I would give this I give it a 9 out of 10 for sure.
Wow, I'm glad you like that one.
Yeah.
That's a great record.
So how's their other
Good.
albums?
The
Yeah.
next one's called Nantucket Sleigh Ride. It's just as good as this.
Okay.
My number 1, Larry, absolutely my
Yeah,
favorite Beefheart
yeah.
album by a mile.
Yeah. It's
This
just
the guitar in this album is freaking fantastic, and the songs.
some fans put that down for being too boring.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my
I love
favorite
it.
Beefheart album.
Yeah.
It's the first time I heard it, I went, wow, I
Yeah.
freaking love this.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it a couple times. I'm definitely buying that.
Yep. Okay.
That's 9.75 out of 10.
My number 1, I actually bought it. Yeah. Like I told you the first time I listened, it's a double album, and I was about halfway through it. And I got it, I was in bed. I got out of bed and onto my computer and ordered it. It's like, yeah. And
Did you pee too? Did you have to pee? Is it-
Yeah, I went pee too. It's it's crazier than Trope Mask Replica.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I listened to it all the way through. It's a pretty long album, but
There's 2 things that I'm having a hard time with. There's the drums.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they go into drum solos, and they're not that interesting to me. It turns me off. It ruins the continuity of the music for me. And the vocal, I don't know what the hell the guy's
yeah, the vocals are nuts.
weird, really weird. But it's
Are you going to try it again? Like,
Yeah,
to listen to it?
I'll keep listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's definitely worth exploring.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What do you give that one ranking?
A 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. All
Wow,
right.
That's
That's
good.
it. Next video, we're going to exchange 5 more CDs each for the last time for a while. So remember to check out Glen Kellaway's
Please.
channel. Please. He needs subscribers.
I do.
He only has 3.
Yeah.
Bye.